Oh, folks, it's Topgun coming at you right about now. It's Unity Cup 3. And I'm saying tonight we're doing the first midnight interview of the series. And I'm so excited to have Adil Bhatti inside the house tonight. It's DMV Wars MVP El Capitan in the building. Adil, welcome, brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, listen, man, I gotta say it's been a stellar performance the last few games, even for the tournament itself. And you guys had had a rough day on Tuesday, but today you had a spectacular finish. So we're gonna talk first of all about just Unity Cup and what it has meant for you in terms of the caliber tournaments and coupling with your style of play. So how's Unity Cup been for you?
It's been amazing. I've played now all 3 years now. We were the champion in the first year with the New Jersey Blackcaps. Then we came back with the DMV Warriors. Now we're back with the Warriors this year again. It's been amazing. It's nice to see all the pros in this area. It's great for the locals, who are coming out to watch, and also a team like us, which is combined of only local players, and we take pride in that. And then we enjoyed it.
That's awesome, man. So Akash Patak, I know he's been a key component to the Warriors this year. Can you speak to his performance overall?
Absolutely. Akash is one of the key guys that we count on every game that he plays. He brings in left off spin. He brings in someone who is really handy on the field, and he's very handy with the bat as well as a left hander. We missed him in that second game, the one that was a close game with the Kingsmen.
Right.
Unfortunately, he was not available due to work. But in his bowling in the power play, his bowling in the middle overs has been really working out for us, even in the last year's Unity Cup. And it's nice to see him doing really well, every year. And young guy, I mean, we're it's nice to have him in our squad, and he doesn't look like much that he can really do all these things, but believe
You
me,
sound predictable, right? But you just never know what's going to bring day to day, right?
this kid is, yeah, he's got talent. Yes.
But let me ask you this: so in that particular game against Kingsman X, you guys finished what 189 for 4 versus their 193 for 8. Do you think he'd have made that much of a difference to bring you guys across that finish line? What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. He's done more. Like I said, he could have been a really could have been a good option, in as we use him in one over in the power play, and then in the middle orders. He seems to he has contained. He bowled well against Royal Baltimore as well, and against quality batsmen. So he has tons of experience, behind him as well. So he would have been helpful. But we had some other left-handers in there as well who tried their best, but it just, yeah, little short of luck there.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a tough look. I mean, it's so in all actuality, the Kingsmen they can't really walk away saying, "Hey, we really beat the Warriors," because technically you guys are a man down, a key man down. Not taking anything away from the Kingsmen, but the reality is, if he was in the mix, it would be a whole different outcome. Chances are, right?
Absolutely. I think we had that game. I think we gave them a big shocker in terms of when we were batting. We had a slow start, but we picked up in the middle orders. I had a great partnership with Chetan Singh, who's the vice captain. And we really handed to them in terms of, we showed them that there's a talent in this area as well. And we utilized the pitches, and then we took advantage of certain overs where we could really press, and we did so. And yeah, from batting perspective, we were quite happy. We could have been maybe 10, 15 runs short, but I think we were happy with that. And bowling, yes, they kept just coming with it. Obviously, it's a loaded side. They're just coming from top to all the way to the bottom. Just kept coming with batting, and we had to take wickets, which we did throughout. But then it just, I think, few mistakes on our part in the field where we just dropped some crucial catches, and that cost us the game. Runs where we knew runs were going to be leaked. It's very hard to stop runs on these fields, but those catches and then containing a bit at the right time, I think that would have been good to see, and we probably would have had the game if we had done that.
What was your strategy going into that particular game?
Listen, strategy. Our guys seems to get excited when we see an opponent, which is loaded. Okay, we've done that last year as well, and we were hyped up. We were excited. We're like, you know what? We have a great team to showcase our talent. Yeah, we wanted to build the innings, especially in the middle orders, and take advantage of certain bowlers that we could take advantage of. Sharon and I both did that, and I think it paid off. But in bowling, just wanted to keep back of a length with the with the pace bowling, and that also worked on the wicket. But anytime if you were full or slightly shorter of a length, it just became too easy to hit. I think that's why they kept coming and they kept scoring that 9 each over, and they were every over they were very close to the target, right? And if you notice in the last 2 overs, they needed 17 runs, so they pressed as well. Last over it just
Very
got away.
close game.
Yeah,
Very close. Yeah, let's talk about your performance for a second. So I'm looking at 51 runs off of 25 balls, 3 fours and 4 sixes. I mean, that's hard to argue with. So it's not like you guys are missing key components. Like you said, a few mistakes, what have you, and you one key player down. So in essence, you guys could have that game in the bag pretty easily. But, what's the lesson to take away from this particular loss? What would you say?
I think the lesson here for all the local boys is, we gotta stay all the way through in the game. Okay, even if you get smacked for runs, okay, because there were, like I said, there were opportunities that we missed on the field in terms of catches, that could have impacted the game huge. Okay, we could have the game way early. Okay, so you got to stay in the game throughout the way, because if you, especially when you're playing against a loaded side, because it just 1 or 2%, if somebody clicks from their side, and the game is going to be taken away. So that, and just just playing as a unit, I think that's something that has worked for us for a long time, and we continue to do so. But other than that, executing your bowling, executing your batting, make sure you back yourself up, have confidence in your abilities. Yeah.
I mean, you guys took the wickets. It's just not fast enough, I'd imagine, which alludes to the mistakes that you guys are made earlier on. But still a stellar performance. But coming off of Tuesday's loss and then today's game with the Pathans, I mean, you guys killed it. I mean, you took 1 wicket, but 113 runs all out. I mean, you guys won by 113 runs. So, I mean, nobody can argue with that whatsoever. So, what a comeback! Speak to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we guys were. Especially, I think we had a late start, by the way, last year as well. We lost the first game, and then we came back and won back-to-back games in the Unity Cup, and that's something, with the losing to Baltimore Orioles and then coming back with a great performance against the Kingsmen, and then today, I mean, we had a rest, we came back, and we really wanted to finish on a high, and we wanted to finish in a way that shows that we have talent on our side as well, right? So yeah, we put up a good, which was a good total for us against the side that premium Pathans, and then we defended it with with the ease. The guys bowled really well. Akash and Abdul Jabbar. I mean, AJ took 3 wickets. Akash took 4 wickets. Again, Akash with a huge impact. And then we just executed our plan in terms of hitting that length and then taking the good catches, which we also missed on early on. So yeah, it's great comeback for the boys. Good booster as well, and then even I was looking at the standing, and then I mean, had we won that second game, we would have been way higher in the net run rate, and would have been we would easily qualified for the quarterfinals.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's my hat's off to you. I do love your style of leadership. It's pretty unique, and I mean, you're the kind of leader that not only goes the way, but you show the way, and it proves in your stats. And I mean, so my hat's off to you for that. Let me ask you personally, and for the fans, not only your fans, but the fans of cricket, and you sporting that USA jersey, hats off to you on all your accomplishments so far. What does the future hold for you? What are some of your immediate goals, meaning the next 12 to, let's say, 24 months?
Absolutely. Obviously, I'm actually the captain of the Mayan Empire State Titans. I led the team last year as well, so I'm looking forward to the Mayan League starting in August. Hoping somehow, some way, I make my way into Major League Cricket. So waiting for that opportunity. and during the season now, I mean, obviously the league season is going on, so just trying. I've already won T20 championship in WCMC league.
Yeah,
Um,
congrats, by the way.
yeah,
Come to
thank you.
that.
20's already out the way. So there's another T20 going on, and then a lot of cricket in the league that's happening. So and then along the way, just playing these private tournaments and hopefully trying to keep up with my performances.
Well, I mean, I'm rooting for you, and I think you're in the right. You're taking the right path, obviously, and you're in a good position to actually not only make the team, but we got World Cup cricket coming. It's just around the corner, literally. Before you know,
Yeah,
this year's going to be over. So, I'm rooting for you. The fans are rooting for you. What have you? And I just think if you stay healthy and you stay consistent,
yeah,
but I think those are two key factors that we need to, lend attention to. And we do hope the very best for you that's concerned, because you're deserving of that success. You've worked very hard. You can prove that you can lead. So I'm just curious to see what that's going to equate to at the end of the day. But we got total confidence in you. You know what I mean? It's my
yeah.
hats off you, really. You know what I
Thanks.
mean?
I just want to, if you don't mind, if I just want to take a shot, send a shout out to our sponsors. Obviously, this is a huge tournament which requires a great amount of entry fee. So it's not easy for the local boys to kind of take part in these tournaments. But I want to take shout outs and send a message to all of our sponsors that really supported us and backed the local guys and gave us an opportunity to come play alongside these pros, and it's great exposure for us. Thank you
Speaking
so
of
much.
sponsors, yeah, I my hat's off to them for that. I mean, I know cricket is not it's an expensive sport, but I know you guys play for the fun over the money every day.
Yeah.
And if there was no money, you guys still would play, which it speaks volumes of your character and your love for the sport. But I do want to big up System Sports for providing equipment for Unity Cup 3, and of course, Aqua Plus. How you like that water, man? That
I
premium
tried.
alkaline
I
water.
like it. I tried it. I think it's a nice little design with the bottle, and yeah, it was good.
Yeah, Plus Man Industries, want to thank them for their support. It's been tremendous. They shipped this water all the way from Michigan on
Wow.
a designated transport just for Unity Cup Season 3, and can't thank him enough for that. And I mean, it's just incredible. You know what I mean? So thank
So,
Alka Plus for that, Plus Man Industries and CSM Sports, and all just the private investors and all the guys that made this possible for the younger guys to be able to participate, and all the international guys that flew in from all over the world just for this tournament. Man, I tell you what, it's just an incredible time in cricket. It's an incredible time in just in sports in general, but cricket being as popular as it is and it becoming mainstream in America, and you having playing a part of that, how does that feel?
listen, so I have been part of this journey, for a very long time here down in the US as well, having debuted for USA back in 2012,
Well,
uh,
right. Mm-hmm.
and continue to play represent the country for many years, and then continue to play these private tournaments as they're happening, and it's growing and growing. I think it's a very exciting time, as you said, and I'm really looking forward and excited how this cricket really outgrows here, and then sort of gets into the mainstream, and the popularity that it will bring. Really excited for this time, and for the youth as well, the juniors that are coming, youth and the juniors coming up, man. I'm really happy.
Right.
It's going to be so exciting, and I'm sure they're loving it. I'm sure they're going to love it. The ones who are even at a younger age as well too. We're so happy
You know,
here.
yeah, it's crazy because years ago, I remember standing on the side of the field, just doing some commentary, and there are kids that were watching some of these games, some of these league games that are just killing it, and it's just incredible. So I never look at a kid again the same way that's playing off to the side while there's a league game going on, because that's the future of the sport. You know what I
Absolutely,
mean? And that's what
yeah.
it's about. You know what I mean? It's the next generation. But since you are the now generation,
Yeah.
man, I want to see you go as far as possible with this. But I'm going to close with one quick question. Okay, who has been your hero in cricket?
In cricket, it's I'm someone who doesn't watch cricket. By the way, very strange. I'm someone who actually plays and practice. But I have a few whenever there's gathering with friends and we watching. I have a few international players that I watch and enjoy, the likes of Babar Azam, the likes of Virat Kohli, You know, the currently they're playing, and some of these bowlers as well. They're just got pace, and but not per se. I won't say they're my heroes, but I enjoy watching them. And it's nice to see how good these guys are. Sometimes you think you are good, and then you look at these pros, and you're like, boy, there's a huge difference. So I appreciate that. And yeah, those guys, I would say, Bobber and Rothway for sure, top of the list.
All right, so listen, I'm going to give you a challenge, okay? So my challenge to you is this, right? I want you to do some research. I want you to watch some videos, and I want you to pick maybe one or two players, maybe a bowler and a batsman that you want to emulate. You want to be like and exceed all their accomplishments. Okay, we're going to stay in touch, and I want you to pick somebody that you can emulate and exceed all your own expectations and their accomplishments, their achievements. And I'm curious to see where that's going to bring you later on. For a guy that doesn't watch a lot of cricket, you're incredible. So I can imagine if you really took this. I'm not saying not taking it serious, but if you really took it serious to do some research and say, listen, who do I really want to be or become? And I think the world will look up to you one day saying, whoa, would they remember this interview and I say, hey, you know what? Remember when Topgun said XYZ? And I'm just curious, bro. I mean, I think you have so much more to offer. I think you're one of those guys that you're naturally talented. Not saying I'm worked at the sport, but I think if you took it the next level and just really say, you know what? Who do I really want to be? You know what I'm saying? I just think it's gonna elevate everybody's level of play, but it's gonna set you on top where you truly belong. So that's my challenge for you, my friend.
Thanks,
and I think you're gonna do extremely well. Well, folks, I mean, here for Unity Cup Season 3, I'm so glad to have at midnight Eastern Standard Time in the United States of America, Season 3 Unity Cup, Adil Bhatti inside a place. Adil, salute to you, and I wish you the very best, my friend. Yes?
Thank you so much, man. Have a good evening. All right. Take care.
My friend. All right. Have a good one, yeah?
You too. Bye-bye.